Odin's role in the creation in the Norse, or the universe. Odin was also called Woden, one of the principal gods of Norse mythology. He was the great magician among the gods, and he was associated with runes. He was also the god of poets and outward appearance. He was a tall and old man with a flowing beard and only one eye. The other he gave in exchange for his wisdom. The rune's native home is the will and the word of the Norms, and since the runes do not reveal themselves to any but those who prove themselves worthy of such fearful insights and abilities, Odin hung himself from a branch of Yggdrasil, pierced himself with his spear, and veered downward into the shadowy waters below. He forbade any of other gods to grant him the slightest aid, not even a sip of water, and he stared downward and called the runes. He survived in the state tottering on the precipice that separates the living from the dead, for no less than 9 days and nights. At the end of the ninth night, he at last perceived the shapes in the depths, the runes. They had accepted his sacrifice and shown themselves to him, revealing to him not only the forms, but also the secrets that lie within them. Having fixed this knowledge in his formidable memory, Odin was ended his ordeal with a scream of exultation. Having been initiated into mysterious of the runes, Odin's recorded. Then I was fertilized and became wise. I truly grew and thrived. From a word to a word, I was led to a word. From a work to a work, I was led to a work. Equipped this knowledge of how to wield the runes, he became one of the mightiest and accomplished beings in the cosmos. He learned the chants enable for him to emotional and bodily wounds, to bind his enemies and render once worthless, to free himself from constraints, to put fires, to expose and banish practitioners, malevolent magic to protect his friends in a battle, to make the dead win to keep a lover, and to prepare for other feats like this. Just to drink water from Mimir's wheel, Mimir said, I will not shrink from the price that has no be paid, said Odin old father. Then drink, said Mimir. He filled up a great horn with water from the well and gave it to Odin. Odin took the horn at both his hands and drank and drank. Every drop of the whole water carried an amazing source of knowledge. It wasn't easy to gain one drop, let alone a drink of it. But Odin was willing to do anything to quench his thirst for knowledge. Mimir asked Odin to sacrifice one eye to the well and he could drink the water. To contextualize Odin and myself is that it is a big sacrifice, so it is focused on sacrifice. There is many sacrifices that happens in our life that we need to do something just to achieve what we wanted and what we wanted to do and happen in our life, because without that sacrifices we are not willing to do anything just to sacrifice. And in terms of we are encountering challenges and trials in our life, it is a big challenge for us to do something that we will call sacrifice in our life. We can do anything. We must show that we can achieve. We must do to step up to the next level.